If you're hunting for the ultimate Android TV streaming experience, you probably bumped into the Nvidia Shield TV Pro. It promises real-time AI upscaling, 4K Dolby Vision, Android gaming, and all the bells and whistles you'd expect from a high-end media player. But here's what surprised me. Despite all this hype, the Shield TV Pro isn't the flawless powerhouse you might think it is. In fact, it has some serious quirks and issues that could make you think twice before shelling out $199. So buckle up, because in this review I'm going to peel back the curtain and reveal why you might want to hold off on buying Nvidia Shield TV Pro. Plus, stick around for alternatives that might suit you better. First off, who exactly is the Nvidia Shield TV Pro for? The short answer: if you're a tech-savvy user who craves streaming in ultra-crisp 4K HDR with Dolby Atmos sound, loves Android games, and wants to dabble in Plex media servers, this device seems tailor-made. It's also for those who want a powerful smart home hub thanks to SmartThings Link compatibility. But if you're a casual streamer just watching Netflix and YouTube, or someone who values simplicity over specs, come back soon. I have advice for you too. Now, let's deep dive into what Nvidia Shield TV Pro brings to the table. Powered by the new Nvidia Tegra X1 Plus chip, it boasts 25% more processing speed than the standard Shield TV, which sounds impressive on paper. The standout feature is AI upscaling, console-grade tech that boosts your HD videos to make them look closer to 4K. Couple that with Dolby Vision HDR and Dolby Atmos, and you theoretically get a cinematic experience right in your living room. Plus, there's 3 GB of RAM, 16 GB of internal storage, and 2 USB 3.0 ports for expanding storage or connecting peripherals like cameras and keyboards. Think of it as a Swiss Army knife for your entertainment needs. But here's where the story twists, and I promise you'll want to hear this. The Nvidia Shield TV Pro's hardware, while robust, doesn't always translate into flawless everyday performance. Several users have reported issues ranging from random app crashes to overheating during extended gaming or streaming sessions. It reminds me of the classic saying, sometimes more horsepower just means you're going to break the speed limit, and your engine might overheat. Yes, it's powerful, but those high demands cause noticeable lag, especially when switching between apps quickly or streaming high bitrate 4K content. And trust me, lag and streaming device should never be in the same sentence. Now, let's address the remote control, because every good streamer knows their remote is as crucial as the device itself. Nvidia upgraded theirs with motion-activated backlit buttons, customizable menu key, and voice control through Google Assistant or Alexa. Sounds fancy, right? But here's the bombshell. Many users find it awkward and overly sensitive. Sometimes it reacts without prompting or fails to connect, requiring multiple clicks to get a response. Imagine trying to pause Netflix and instead you pull up the shopping channel. Oops, a minor complaint. Maybe. Annoying. Definitely. Plus, the remote has an IR blaster to control your TV's volume and power, but it often doesn't sync smoothly with all TV brands, meaning you might juggle multiple remotes anyway. Ironic for a device aiming to simplify entertainment. Before you start thinking Nvidia messed everything up, let's highlight the Shield TV Pro's versatility. It doubles as a Plex media server. If you're a media hoarder like me, hoarding legally obtained content, of course, it allows you to stream your entire library on your network. Very tech geek friendly. Also, it supports AAA Android games and even integrates Nvidia's GeForce Now for cloud gaming if you add a separate controller. Imagine turning your humble living room device into a mini gaming console. Powerful, but spoiler alert, it doesn't entirely replace a dedicated gaming rig, especially for hardcore gamers or esports fans. Here's a fun fact you might have missed. The Nvidia Shield TV Pro is SmartThings Hub ready, so it can be the epicenter of your smart home if you use Samsung's ecosystem. Great for the connected home enthusiast. But the catch? You'll need to buy the SmartThings link separately, adding to the overall cost. It's like buying a fancy coffee machine but discovering the milk frother isn't included. Bit disappointing. Thinking about connectivity. The Shield TV Pro boasts gigabit Ethernet, dual-band AC Wi-Fi, and Bluetooth 5.0. Great for streaming heavy 4K files or connecting multiple devices simultaneously without hiccups. So when the Shield works, it really shines, especially for those with demanding home networks. But hold your excitement. Some users have reported Wi-Fi dropouts or buffering issues even with good internet, which seems inconsistent for a device built to handle intense streaming loads. Now, let's talk storage expansion and USB ports. Two USB 3.0 ports mean you can easily connect external drives, keyboards, or cameras. A big plus if you're into customizing your setup. But in practice, some users face compatibility issues, especially strange when connecting non-Nvidia or third-party peripherals. Plug-in and pray isn't the vibe you want from a $200 device. And 16 GB of built-in storage isn't exactly generous if you plan on installing lots of apps or offline games. Think of it like bringing a backpack to a shopping spree with only a few pockets. Not ideal. Another critical aspect: the software experience. Nvidia Shield runs on Android TV, which means you have access to thousands of apps, including Netflix, YouTube, Prime Video, Disney Plus, and Hulu. And that's great. The Google Assistant built-in means voice commands can control your playback, smart home, and even show your Nest Cam on the screen. But the interface can sometimes feel sluggish or cluttered. Updates are infrequent, and occasionally, Nvidia abandons compatibility for older software versions, leaving some users stuck with outdated apps or features. You might be wondering, what about gaming? Nvidia's GeForce Now cloud gaming service works on the Shield TV Pro, streaming hundreds of PC games at up to 4K resolution. It's a sweet bonus for gamers who don't own beefy computers. However, this requires strong, stable internet and a separate game controller, which isn't included, so factor that in. And for hardcore gamers, input lag and occasional connection dips can ruin the experience. Imagine playing Fortnite and your character freezes while the other team does the moonwalk. Not exactly pro level. At this point, I'm sure you're thinking, so what's the bottom line? The Nvidia Shield TV Pro is an impressive device with strong specs, AI video upscaling, Dolby Vision and Atmos support, and versatile functionality as a streamer, gaming console, media server, and smart hub. But here's the kicker. It struggles with reliability issues that can sour your experience. Think of it as a high-performance sports car with a few mechanical quirks, thrilling when it runs well but frustrating when it doesn't. So what's the alternative if you want to avoid these headaches? If your primary goal is smooth streaming with minimal fuss, devices like the Chromecast with Google TV or Amazon Fire TV Cube offer simpler setups with wide app support, better remote controls, and fewer issues. They don't have the advanced gaming or Plex features, but they get the job done for most users. For gamers, a dedicated console like Xbox or PlayStation is more reliable for high-end gaming. Still, there's a silver lining here. If you love tinkering, gaming on the side, or hosting media for friends, the Nvidia Shield TV Pro is a Swiss Army knife that can be tailored to your intricate setup. Plus, Nvidia's Tegra X1 Plus chip and AI upscaling mean your HD content really does look sharper on a 4K screen, giving your favorite shows a mini makeover. Just be prepared to troubleshoot occasionally. Your buying power coupled with some pain points. And before we wrap up, here's a little joke to brighten your day. Why don't secrets last long on Nvidia Shield TV Pro? Because it keeps buffering and leaks information. Okay, maybe a tech joke not everyone gets, but hey, at least we kept it light. Another, why is the Nvidia Shield TV remote always cold? Because it's never hot enough to respond on the first try. All right, one more. Why did the streamer bring a ladder? To reach the top of the ratings. Unfortunately, the Shield doesn't give you that boost. In conclusion, don't buy Nvidia Shield TV Pro blindly thinking it's the perfect streaming powerhouse. It's a fantastic piece of hardware with state-of-the-art features like AI upscaling, Dolby Vision HDR, best-in-class design, and multiple functionality modes. But it is hampered by software glitches, remote control quirks, and some lag issues that make it less user-friendly than it seems. However, if you're a tech enthusiast ready to invest some time in setup and troubleshooting, and you want a high-end device that covers streaming, gaming, smart home, and media server needs all in one box, the Shield TV Pro can be a solid match. If you decide the Nvidia Shield TV Pro fits your needs, I've dropped the best price link down in the description so you don't miss out on any deals. Take your streaming and gaming to the next level, but remember to keep expectations realistic. Otherwise, check out other streaming players that might give you a smoother, simpler experience. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more honest reviews that keep it real.